I think everyone is ready. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to International Trends of the Internet Foundation. Today we'll do virtual debate, system and generation association. Guys, you can open your mics and I think we can start.
Okay, the motion of the debate is the shift to teleworking is inefficient. So Ikram will be the first speaker of the preposition team, and we have so 3 minutes each for the first round.
Okay.
Bura, can you share the screen with a timer, maybe? Is it possible for you?
Wait, I will arrange in 2 minutes. Fine. Okay, Ikram, I hope you're ready. I'm starting the time. Let's start.
Okay, so as everyone knows, technology has changed the way we live, and especially the way we live. So the concept of telecommuting and working from home has been in existence for quite a while. Recently, the trend towards working from home has increased again. First of all, let's see a definition about what is teleworking. According to the framework agreement on telework that has been signed in 2022, telework is a form of organizing and or performing one using information technology in the context of an organizing employment contract relationship. So now that we understand what is teleworking, let's see some of as the proposition team, let's see some of the disadvantages about this teleworking. I think that it is easy to think that this freedom to work whenever or wherever is good for workers and for families. But a new report titled Working Anytime, Anywhere, the Effects on the World of Work that has been written by the International Labour Organization and the Research Institute Eurofound. And this report warns that some of forms of teleworking may blur the line between our personal and professional life. In other words, some teleworkers may have a hard time keeping their personal life separated from their professional life. This report also claims that this blurring may have negative effects on the health and well-being of teleworkers. I have here an example of Stewart Fearon, is a project manager professional at NASA Ames Research Center. And he said that once he tried to be in touch with his employers and they didn't reply. And then he discovered that one of his employers was teleworking while he was attending his daughter's swim meet, and another time while serving as playground monitors. Here we can see that the line between the personal life and the professional life has been crossed. Another disadvantage of the teleworking is maybe it can be the less opportunity for collaboration. You can't replace the results of face-to-face collaboration. Even like small companies thrive on innovation, and the best idea often come from casual conversation that starts over coffee or lunch. People not only have to work harder and smarter, they have to work together. The most efficient situation in the organization of work is when people are always present from approximately the same time and the same place. Employees are generally more innovative when they work together. Thank you.
Hello everyone, as you know, my name is Noemi. Nowadays we are living at thing in a societal level. In addition, the arrival of the pandemic of the COVID virus has brought a great changes on a global scale in an economic, political, and social way, and therefore changes in the labor system. Also, the workplace has been affected. And because of teleworking, thanks to teleworking, many companies have not tended to fail. There are many companies that bet on that teleworking is a good way that because it's bring positive benefits, and also the satisfaction of the workers. We can say that maybe there is a digital limitation that not all the workers know how to use this teleworking, and because there is like limitation of the digitalization. But there is many research that say that nowadays there are a lot of companies that pay a lot of courses for the workers that allow them to work with teleworking in a good way. So there are a lot of advantages, not just for the companies, also for the employees and also for the society. Why? Because it allows flexibility and reduce stress for employees, also facilitates a work-life balance, and in the way of companies, reduce cost and minimize the office space and logistics. And also there are a lot of studies that say that increase the productivity, and yes, that's all.
You had already a lot of moments. If you want, you can go on, and if you don't want, we can change the speaker.
Okay, I will change the speaker. Thank you.
Okay, next one will be Francesca. I think you will have just 2 minutes. Okay, Francesca, it's your turn. Let's start.
Okay. So this house believes that the shifting into teleworking is not efficient. So the productivity and mental health and the consequences of this change has affected the workers worldwide in a negative way. So my fellow speaker already mentioned some of the causes, some examples. I would like to mention the negative effect on mental health. In fact, there is a research conducted in April 2020 by Qualtrics and Mindshare partners that examined the condition in 7 different countries: UK, US, Singapore, Germany, France, Australia, and New Zealand, to identify what's the consequences of this shift. And 57% of the workers report the increase of anxiety and 65% increase of stress level. This, as a consequence, has also the fact that the environment from where we work is less is not that welcoming, and we cannot split the private life from the work life, as it is also mentioned in the report by International Labour Organization, published in 2020, where they speak about how the two spheres are shattered. Thank you.
Nelly, I think it's your turn. Can you open your mic, please?
Okay.
Okay, let's start.
Okay. It is proved that the increasing of teleworking, due mostly to the pandemic situation, has had many positive effects on our lives. First of all, we should talk about the environment, for example, and because you know that this teleworking gave global reduction of greenhouse gas emissions. And for example, only in 2020 in Europe, we have registered a reduction of 7.6% of greenhouse gas emissions. And this should lead us to use more renewable energies, and thus providing an improvement of air of the air, and then also more health for human health, better betterness. And at the same time, it provides it can make us save money and time, which is very important because many workers lose a lot of time to go to work every day, to go and to work and go back home. And this is a loss of time, which causes a lot of stress, and not only for the work, but also for personal life. And reducing this time will surely have positive effect on personal side, and also about the money, because for example, if you have very low income, it surely will make.
I'm sorry, out of time.
Sorry. Okay.
Guys, we finished our 2 rounds. If you want, I can give 1 minute to everyone. If you want to add something more, you can add.
Maybe we can do, if they agree with me, I don't know, maybe we can do last round, 2 minutes. That is, I don't know, if we want to do a rebuttal plus conclusion included in these 2 minutes. If you want, you can maybe write on the chat if you agree or not, and then we decide.
I agree.
Okay, I'm arranging 2 more minutes for everyone. But let's do some change. Let's start with Francesca this time, and move on with Nelly and Ikram and Noemi. Okay.
Okay.
Francesca, I'm starting your 2 minutes.
So as already mentioned, we identify some of the causes. I understand what the opposition team is defending. I understand the benefits of the teleworking on the impact on climate change and environment. Yes, you have a good reason and a good point, but at the same time, we should consider the impact of the shift to teleworking on our economy. I would like to mention in this case a study conducted by Joel Block of Bullseye Capital. Is an expert on a state agency on the financial matters, and in this study identifies, of course, the benefits of teleworking, but at the same time, the impact of the economy consists in less buildings, so spaces that are empty, and less money for from this perspective, but also less taxes paid to the government. And also, for example, imagine the shops that you can see while you going to work. Also, these local shops are going to be affected. So this house still believes that teleworking is affecting the economy, the mental health, the private life, and also the functioning of companies in general. Thank you.
Nelly, it's your turn, I think.
Okay. I will first want to finish to say 2 words about mental health and personal issues, and then I will reply to Francesca. And I wanted to add also something that we often ignore. We don't talk too much about it, which is mobbing, like bullies in the workplace, which has many forms and can affect really negatively the personality and the whole working atmosphere. And for this, teleworking prevents this risk, and which is something really important, because working apart from this kind of atmosphere will improve the productivity and the creativity, reduces distraction and stress. So it will be helpful for the person on the personal side and also for the worker performance. And yes, because it's let's see. In this field, it's really important, not only your education and how you work, but even the environment in which you work is very important. And for the financial point, it is, I agree with what Francesca said, but also at the same time, these are needs that we have anytime, not only like when you work to home, for example. So also with the digitization, we have many ways. Okay.
I was concerned. Ikram, it's your turn right now. Do you feel ready?
Well, thanks to the opposition team for their arguments. First of all, I would like to answer to our first speaker of the opposition team, Naomi. She talked about the situation of the COVID. I must say that the situation of the COVID, it's an extraordinary situation that needs an extraordinary solution, as it the teleworking. Okay, it was a good solution for the time because we needed it, but it's not a solution for the whole time. She talked about the satisfaction of the workers. Let's at their job. Okay, did you think about the fact, for example, of the extra expenses that are generated for the workers? Part of the expenses that the company saves, not necessarily all, but part of them, can be moved toward the workers. For example, you may spend more money in electricity and heating, maybe buying the technology that you have already have been provided than the company, and you don't have home. So you need to get yourself all these needs that you have and pay the extra money in heating or electricity or wherever, just to put another example. She also speaks about the satisfaction of the workers. Okay, let's see the fact that they pay some courses for them, okay, to learn the process of how the company works, but we are forgetting that they may face some difficulties to understand the company direction. Many employers like being able to directly interact with their employees and supervise their work. The work could feel less identified with the company. Also, if you're like half of the time out of the company, you can feel less identified with it. And by working from home, the employee may feel left out from the team, which leads to less performance and more difficulty in order to meet the business goals. For example, CEO of Yahoo, Marissa Mayer, they announced the end of the telework for Yahoo because they thought that it was not efficient for this big company. From okay, thank you.
Naomi, it's your last call. I think you're ready right now.
Sorry, because I need to say that we don't have light and we are in the same room.
Okay.
So, okay, I'm good. First, I will reply to Ikram, and after I will say some data that they have. Okay, Ikram said that it's because of the arrival of the COVID situation. We should do the companies should make the solution for the workers, but after that there are a lot of research that look for how it's teleworking, and they say that they really the teleworking really give us a good benefits for and it's not in a bad way. It's not just because of COVID situation. It's really give us a good opportunity for the labor market. And also, when she said that about the money that you spend in technology and electricity, we should think about how much time we spend for go to work. For example, in the big city like Madrid, Barcelona, or New York, I don't know, like we spend like sometimes like 3 or 4 hours or 2 hours for go to the workplace. And also the money that you spend in the teletransport and that's issue. Also, I want to say some data that I have. The Stanford University conclude that the performance of the worker will increase because they feel more relaxed working. They don't feel that competition is it. And also what Nelly said, that there is no moving, and they really feel that by themselves they can do their job in a good and in a relaxed way. Also, there is 71% of the teleworkers say that they are happy and because of they have more balanced life. They can have like a personal life and work life, and they really have time for do that. And okay.
Thank you. Something happened. I really have no idea. Okay, now everyone is ready, I think. Actually, I don't want to extend it too much, and I will speak like around a minute and decide who is the winner, and we will complete this event, hopefully. Actually, as a person who has done no kind of this stuff too much, I think I can become so objective. Kind of these moderating stuffs, I think. Ikram's mentions are so powerful. I love her style, and she's thinking every time, I think. And Francesca's way was more soft but efficient. Actually, I cut the point the Noemi's first speech. Actually, I think she could go on one more minute too. It's about the coordinating the time, I think. Therefore, for tonight, for this event, my winners proposition team. Thank you guys for joining this event.